blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Hey, welcome. I am Malika K. Courtney, and you are joining me on Blast Music 247's podcast home. And this is SXP MetaMorphosis 365, a growth podcast. You coming around here, that means you want to grow, and maybe you just want to stare at my pretty face and see my smile, which is okay too. So you're welcome to do all of the above. We begin around here with some gratitude. Okay, great. So thank you to Blast Music 247. Also, there is a .com, so check that out. Not right now, when we're done, for just being a wonderful home for my podcast and with great people on board. If you have not taken the lovely stroll from Monday through Saturday to check out all of the things that Blast offer, all of the amazing podcasters and content and fun stuff, yep, get on that. And then a special moment of gratitude goes to Sunshine Cromwell of Shine Vibrations. Now, her show is Thursday night at 7 p.m. and it kicks off Eastern Standard Time. So Shine Vibrations, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you know what I'm going to do? I think the next one, I'm going to give a whole rundown of all the shows. And then this way, you guys will have a clue. So tune in to the next episode as well. This one is a recording. Why are we recording instead of going live? Well, y'all, what happened was I can't be in 3 places at one time. I was trying to figure that out, maybe soon, but for today, there's a meeting I need to attend to. Now, we're here at Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for SXP Metamorphosis 365, this growth podcast. So catch me at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll press play. You'll follow Blast Music Station. It's going to be great. And what I'll also ask you to do is follow my personal YouTube station too, because I want to grow. There's some content that I'll be putting over there that you won't find on Blast. So follow me around a little bit in a good way. Okay. That's Malika K. Courtney. That's the YouTube channel you'll follow. And you can use that one for replays and, like I said, for content that you don't find on Blast. Malika K. Courtney. And you can see the name all over the place. Tis me, tis I. Hello. Happy Tuesday to you. I'm not sure what kind of Tuesday you're having. I'm hoping it's a mystical, magical, wonderful, creation-filled Tuesday. And if it isn't, I hope it's a good day anyway. Okay, great. And if you're listening to this, you're going to have a better evening of it. Okay. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and get the bill stuff out of the way and play this lovely music. And then we're going to get straight into actually, beg. Let's go ahead and jump in, and then we'll pause at the midpoint, and I'll give you a chance to run to the bathroom, get some water, and then meet me right back in the chair for the second half. So tonight, I figured that it's a good time to start talking about giving thanks, because it's going to be in the air next week. I already started this conversation a few weeks back. If you didn't catch that episode, you need some tips on how to deal with your family during this holiday. Maybe you guys don't agree or see eye to eye all the time. Maybe everybody just want that really good food that grandma or auntie cooks, so they're going to come together in the same spot, and we're going to get along enough to eat that food and that bird and that good pie. But then all hell might break loose later, okay, per previous year's patterns. I did a whole show on how to make it happen. And for those who sit on two sides of the aisle politically, Y'all got tips on tips on tips. So go perusing back through these podcasts and get the tips and tools you need to maintain peace, a peaceful holiday. Everybody needs peace. Okay. And that's a swoosh toward Christmas for that peaceful Noel that everyone will be looking for, everyone who participates in that. All right. So tonight we are going to continue the gratitude conversation. And I thought it would be wonderful to kind of build that mind heart bridge for next week, just to get you ready. Get ready, get ready, get ready. It's coming. It's coming. Here comes the bird. All right. And for those who do not participate, I fully understand and I respect your position. This conversation is really for those who are going to participate, and it's really for those who aren't, because gratitude is not seasonal, nor is kindness, nor is love. Get the picture? This one right here is for all of my viewers. Shout out to my viewers in Spain and in Oregon, in Texas, in Chicago, in Florida, in New Jersey. I really appreciate you guys taking time to rock with me, whether it's through the Blast station on YouTube or Spotify or Apple, Stitch. There's a lot of places. Okay, great. You can find me. So please do continue to listen, download, and hit me up with some feedback. I really do want to hear from you. You have something that you want to hear. You need some help on some things that you feel like, Malika might know a little bit about that. Go ahead, send that to me. Life is Sanctuary tongue-tied XP, okay, at gmail.com. Life is Sanctuary XP at gmail.com. Gotta say that slow because I want to say the other letter. Shout out to my dyslexic people. We in here and still great. All right, to the mission we go. I keep notes because I can do the squirrel a little bit. All right. So I thought it wise to just kind of hit through some points like that. The power of gratitude is transformational. All right. The power of gratitude is a mind-heart bridge. So I would like to help you connect your mind and your heart. Right? What does that mean? You're having a lot of thoughts. They're kicking up a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, right? And then there's the anchors that you set in your heart, the anchors of decision making. I'm here to remind you, start making those decisions now so that when you come to whatever situation is, whether it's next Thursday, being that day of Thanksgiving, or in life period, as you're dealing with your relations, whether it's friend, family, foe that you still have to engage with, you'll be ready. Okay, this is a readying conversation. Get ready. Okay, so gratitude nourishes the self. Feed you some gratitude. We talk about eating all this wonderful gratitude. Well, or food rather. Eat some gratitude. How do we eat gratitude? In the inverse. So when we sit to our plates and we're stuffing our face, that's the end. That's the intake. That's the intake, which is kind of, that's the physical. That's normal. We all eat. Okay. But do understand when it comes to gratitude, you eat in the opposite direction. You eat as you speak it. You eat as you share it. You pull it back up in your mind. You pull it back up in your heart, and you chew on it a little bit for thought, and you speak it out. That is how you are handling your gratitude food, if you will. I like food, so we're going to say things like that. So do know that the practice of gratitude, and I do mean making it a daily habit. What does the habit look like? That habit can look like taking time to get in the mirror and shoot off some affirmations, looking at you. I had a group of ladies working on this. Go stand in the mirror and have that beautiful conversation with yourself. Remind you that you are loved. Remind you that you are valued. Remind you of anything that you need to remind you of so that you have a powerful day. Okay? An empowered day. by empowering yourself. It could also look like sitting down to grab your journal. I'm a super fan of the pen and the paper. It hits different. It hits different in the mind. It hits different in the body when you sit down with a pen and a paper to write your thoughts. You are reinforcing skills, baby, and you are building your attention span. That should kick off some dopamine for you. You're making you better and better and better. And if you're doing it every day, you're getting better and better daily. All right. So that's how some of those practice can look like. It can also look my typey people, the folks who love to type it out on their computer or speak it out into their devices. Who knows? Keep that going. Make it a practice. How long do I have to do this? Well, you won't have to do it not one day, but you get to. And as long as you choose to build that habit, it'll be a good one, right? In the habit's defense, so to speak. So it's up to you how long you perform this practice. You can definitely draw it out into a ritual, right? Make it a daily habit for the rest of your blessed life, which is what I recommend, all right? Highly recommend. And then for those who are just maybe trying to transition through a hiccup or a hard time, at least, personally, 45 days. 67 days have been mentioned. I've heard that in certain circles. I've heard 80 days in certain circles. But you're going to have to examine you. I don't know you personally. For those who I don't know, and for those that I do know, we can have a conversation. So y'all can hit me up and we can figure it out together. But when you have taken time to learn your patterns of behavior, how long does it take you? How long does it take you to implement a new habit? You know, take time to learn yourself and learn your patterns of behavior, learn your strengths, learn your weaknesses, and work with yourself. Make you your best partner in this life and work together with yourself to accomplish. Now, why do you want to do this? Why do I want to create a habit of gratitude? Why do I want to take it to the length behind, dear God, thank you for, because that could become so autopilot. That can become so muted. All right. So beware. And you want to do this because it's stress reduction. Okay. Because it lowers anxiety for my people who know what it is to have a panic attack and to be filled with anxiety, and those who suffer depression. Y'all, I've been there. Stress, anxiety, and depression. Bop. You know what I mean? Like, bop. So I've been there, and it is not cute. It does not feel good. It is strongly harsh and stressful and saddening and burdening and emptying. It empties you of your energy. It empties you of your joy. It empties you of your power. All right? So, and when I say power, let me clarify, your powerful expressions. All right? It lessens. Because you don't lose power. All right? We can talk about more of that another time, but I want to stay focused on this. So, if you'd like to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, this is a known improvement, okay, that don't cost you anything but paying attention and taking these notes and putting it into practice, the time that it takes you to do it, the time that it took you to listen, the time that it took you to write the notes, the time that it takes you to implement. And wouldn't you say it's worth it? You know, I would say it's really worth it. All right. So, I'm staying on course so we can stay on topic because there's a lot of things that I want to get through. 2, your physical health. Being grateful, the exercise one, you're strengthening you as you are speaking it. Make it a habit. You are moving things into alignment. You are practicing. You working on your breathing at the same time, even if you don't know. Begin. Even the slight, writing, like you are keeping some mobility. You are doing more work than you know. You're doing more work than you know. You're burning calories. If you're taking time to write it, you're taking time to think, like you are improving your health, you're clearing your mind. That mental health piece is beautiful. You know what I mean? You're training your mind on how to focus on beautiful things. Can't we recall the trash? Can't we recall in 1906 when Auntie said and Mama said and then Daddy said and all these wonderful things that were said? Maybe we were 3 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, 15 years old, 25, 35, mad, right? Can't we tell them stories about how it started here and then it went there and I was hurt and knock it off. Okay. Replace that habit. Use the energy from it. Pull it on over here where it needs to be. In a place of gratitude. Because I can remember many things. I can remember when my daughter was born with cord around her neck. I can remember her getting stuck. I can remember having to be knocked out so that she could be just after she was delivered so that I could be tended to, like I was not having a good time of it, right? I can remember that my mother was on deck. And when another father who had a baby delivered in the same hospital came up to see his newborn, the nurse switched the kids and brought my daughter to him, which was bananas. But thank the Lord, my mom was right there and was like, no, that is not his baby. That's my granddaughter. And then when they go back and start paying attention, sure enough, it was my daughter. And y'all, who trying to deal with that type of stress? I thank God for that moment, for the preserving of my family, the safety of my daughter, and the strength of my mother to press the issue. So I have many, that's just one that is like eyebrow raising moment of things to be grateful for. Okay. We're going to move on because there's so many things I want to tell you, but we're specifically on a time clock today. And maybe I'll have a more in-depth conversation that I'll shoot straight out to my page. Okay, great. So let's keep forward. Focusing on blessings during tough times, it strengthens your inner resolve. Okay? This is practice. This is practice. To me, it comes across like an athlete. I know that there's no balls involved. There's no heavy physical drills involved. But still, these are drills. These are things that can strengthen you, that can strengthen your mind, that can strengthen your character, that can strengthen your language and your communication skills. Because if you are moving from a position of gratitude and you make that your habit and you make it your go-to, your meat, your bread, your regurgitation, bird, you are definitely going to see the difference when you are having conversations. Again, friend, family, or foe. They're going to notice your shift if you persist, keeping it moving. This is one of my favorites. I love elation. I love elation. I love bliss. I love joy. I love happy. I love those things. And when I think through my gratitude list, I got for real gratitude lists. But when I'm working or speaking or writing through my gratitude list, which continues to grow, like every day something is wonderful occurring around me that I get to be grateful for. So it sparks joy. It sparks elation. It sparks happy. It sparks gratitude. And energetically speaking, it's a burst. It's a lift. It's a light. It's a the vapors for people. How do we say this? It is the golden dust and light and sand particles. It is the bursting of light and happy. Okay. And I believe that happiness is a practice as well. We can talk about that. Actually, I think I talked about that in another episode. So go hunting, go ahead and binge this stuff, binge this content, because it is about the growth. Yes, I may not be telling you anything that you haven't known. I am here, call me the reminder. I'm fit to remind you of some things because maybe you, like so many people on this planet, are distracted by work, by children, by pets, by traffic, by food, by pain, by traumas. There's so many things that are in place to distract us from our gratitude practices. But darling, don't let that be. Don't let that be your primary state of being or primary state of behaving. Let your primary state of being be love, and gratitude pours right into that cup. All right? Okay. Ooh, there's so much to say about that. We're going to keep moving, however. There's so much to say about that. Love being your primary base and using gratitude to fortify love. I'm going to say it like that so that you have the keys. But there's so much to say about it, y'all. Another time, we're going to stay focused. Your connections. So remember how I mentioned that your friends, foes, and family are going to see the difference as you shift into a gratitude habit, a gratitude practice, a gratitude ritual, right? When you begin to remark and recreate how you're going to live forward, and you make gratitude a heavy pillar, a foundation of your being, guess what you're going to do? You're going to do a little less complaining, a little less fussing, a little less looking for things to reinforce misery or sadness or reinforce your whatever story you done wrote for yourself to make you right or make the other person wrong. It's a lot lighter. And because you're going to lighten up and be given the trash can behavior a rest, it will help to deepen your relationships. Now, if you have foes, I would say that the deepening of respect is possible. But don't close your eyes on who folks are. If somebody didn't show themselves to be a snake, trust and believe they're a snake, okay? And if you still have to work or engage with that person, all right, handle your business with your eyes open. And you can still exude and exhibit gratitude, right? That's not going to hurt you. But when it comes to your family and your friends, you will find your relationships deepening. You will find that you have wonderful things to talk about. You will find that you will spark that happiness and that joy and that emotion. You'll kick it up in the person that you're talking to because they'll be reminded, oh my God, I remember when this happened. Some folks don't attribute beautiful things to God. Okay, great. You're going to hear it out of my mouth because I do. I fully believe that the Christ principles are a wonderful way to live, all right? And your friends and family will notice the marker change in your behavior should you choose to make the shift into gratitude. And I do mean shift, just like if you're driving a nice, wonderful car and you shift into that. It is work. It is not easy, but it is simple. It is simple to build a habit of gratitude. I encourage it. Again, we're talking about mind-heart connection here. We have Thanksgiving coming next week. Okay, pumpkin, get ready. Get ready. And I'm saying pumpkin, but I'm sure thinking sweet potato pie to be exact. I'm thinking heavy about that sweet potato pie. Well, let's be clear. Okay, great. We must focus. All right. Where are we? Oh, yeah. Part of being grateful and deepening connections, you know what's important? To verbalize the words thank you. Heavy part of gratitude. A lot of people go back and they write, and I encourage this. You go back and you write all your wonder wall list of thank yous, right? This is freaking amazing. I'm so grateful that this happened. I'm so grateful that this happened for me. But how many people were involved in that happening? You know, how many people made that story happen for you? Or how many times have you made a story happen for you and still not stop to say thank you? Like to give that moment of gratitude to self. Let's talk about self. I'm so glad that I made that good decision. I'm so glad that I opened my mouth up and spoke for myself, spoke up for myself, or tossed myself out there and was brave. I'm so glad, you know. Thank you again with the mirror work. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for being incredible. Thank you for being beautiful. Thank you for being mindful. Thank you for considering other people today. Thank you for loving you first. Thank you, right? I can sit and have that conversation with myself confidently. Can you? Like, that's important, okay? And then let's talk about the others. Have you verbalized your gratitude? You guys know that, well, maybe y'all don't know, not everybody knows, but some of y'all know. Every October, I do the What the Duck. And it's also called something else in case people run out of those, because people seem to run out of ducks quite often. So I re-up them on ducks and the other word so that they have enough to give about domestic violence and domestic partner abuse, right? And it's wonderful. It is beautiful. And there are times throughout the year I'll get a call about a need, and so I'll just shoot it out to the people. Hey, listen, there's a mom with 2 kids, there's a dad with 3 kids, whatever the need is, right? And then those who can respond, they respond. And you know what I do? Even though it ain't for me, thank you. Thank you for responding. Thank you for caring. Thank you for giving a duck about your humans, about the people around you. It's amazing to care. It's amazing to care. Am I saying don't care about yourself? I don't ascribe to that. Jesus first, then others, and then yourself. I don't ascribe to that kind of joy. I don't. And it is what it is. I believe that you need to tend to yourself so that if you don't tend to yourself, really what strength do you have and what joy do you have and what energy do you have? Time, energy, desire. Those are my 3. What time, what energy, and what desire do I have to serve and pour and give to someone else if I have not done it for myself? And then mind you, I lived years in the opposite. I lived years under that construct of what joy meant and how it was supposed to be achieved. I believe in that method. We must test it. I tested it, and I tested it for a lengthy period of time, and I found it had holes in it. Right? So I kept moving because I'm going to find out what works for me. I encourage you to do the same. Find out what works for you. So back to the point being, your friends and family will see the difference. You'll have those relationships deepen. You'll spark the same gratitude in them and give them room. Give them room to express. Give them room to love too. Give them room to emote and to discuss, because maybe you're the first person that they've been brave enough to say, this was really awesome, and I didn't have anyone to celebrate it with. All right, and that happens. I've had that happen a number of times where folks are, this was really great, and some people will say it like mad fast and try to move on real quick, and I will back you back up. Hold on, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate in this moment. I clap for people. I make those wonderful certificates that we had in school. I believe in encouraging people. This is what I do. I love masses back to life. I love what I do. I love who I do it with. Like it is joy filled. Okay. Focus. All right, let's see. I'm looking at my notes, so I'm going to stay on task. Because there's so much to tell you guys, and I do my best to keep it sensible in those points and keys right there so you can grab them. You know what I'd like you to do? Make a plan. Simple, just, off the cuff real quick. 3 people, just make a plan. 3 people that you're going to see next week. Will you, I double dog dare you to, choose 3 people that you're going to deliberately, on purpose, praise, fawn over, love, thank you. You're going to use those words a lot. Learn it in all kind of languages. And use those languages. Have some fun. Write some notes. Do something nice to encourage 3 people at least. You want to do more? Do more. Want to do less? No. Do 3. How about that? And I don't know 3 people. I don't have 3 people in my life. Well, here, let me help you get creative right quick. Do you go to the grocery store? Do you happen to gravitate towards some of the workers who are mad cool because you see them all the time? Do you get fast food out places? Do you go work in WeWork spaces, or You have folks that you hang out with virtually. There are at least 3 people that you can thank. Do you go to church? Go to gas station? So I ain't about them excuses. Keep them excuses far, far away from me. They're contagious and I don't like it. I won't have any part of it, right? Go find your 3 people. And of course, I'm gonna do the same because I think it's a beautiful idea. It's a fun thing to do. And it's not season to focus on it. We're collectively focusing on it, as a nation at least. And some folks are focusing on it in the negative sense. Then when we bother with it, they don't like how it initiated. And I respect that. And then at the same time, like I said before, Thanksgiving, giving thanks is a daily thing. All right? Don't get caught up in the distraction. Stay focused. Like I'm working to stay focused. Okay. Ooh, and I already talked about that part about doing something. Well, that was off the cuffs because that just came to mind. The 3 people, but it does feed right into my next point. Community. Consider your community, and the gratitude, it helps build a sense of belonging. Everybody wants to belong. Like you talk about your needs, your basic needs. Everybody has a need to belong. You are born with the need to belong, because if you did not belong to someone, at least on the responsibility level, you wouldn't be here. Challenge me on that. Because if you were born and left out to the no responsibility, darling, you would have been dead. Nobody fed you. Nobody washed you. No one taught you how to feed you. No one taught you how to wash you. No one taught you how to feed another, right? And be responsible for them and wash them. So it's very simple. We can make it complex if we need to, or we could keep it super simple and be honest about it. Let's be clear, okay? I prefer clarity. So that's what I want to offer you. It does help build a sense of belonging and shared purpose. Ooh, and don't purpose feel good? Ain't it beautiful when you know what you are in this body for, why you chose to come into this body, and what work it is that you are to be working out? Don't it feel good? It feels amazing. It feels amazing to not be lost in the space of, oh God, what am I here for? What am I going to do? This is what I'm here for. All day, all day, all day. I'm here for loving people back to life. I'm here for it, and I'm here for it every day. Yep. In the same way I hit y'all with the no excuses, they catch it too. Keep your excuses. You want to work? You want to grow? Come on. Let's work and let's grow. Fall down? I got you. Get that Neosporin out. Get that alcohol peroxide. We're gonna clean you up a little bit. Lace up them shoes a little tighter, a little better. Longer socks maybe. And we're going to run it out. Got work to do. So, yeah, I am a coach and a consultant. And folks call me for amazing things that I love being called for. You might want to work with me. If there's something that you want to achieve, ASAP Rocky. Ooh, and my first time writers, I love y'all. My folks have been telling themselves, I'm going to write that book. I'm going to write that book. Okay. How many years have you been saying that? Let's get it done. Okay, folks, up. I'm grateful. Okay. Let's check time because I know I need to pause for some station announcements. Oh yeah, perfect. We're at 33 minutes. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to pause. This is some beautiful music. Turn it up real loud. If you're going to get up and walk away from your computer or your phone, take your phone with you. If you're going to go to the bathroom and grab you some liquid love, some waters, some teas. I have my tea. So I'm going to sip on my tea while I push this button. Be back. that you can be, what you can really be, where you wanna go, where you wanna grow, 'cause you ought to know how special you can be. Save us, 'cause you know, yeah, you know, oh, that this world holds something for you. So save us, 'cause you know, I need you. Save us, 'cause you know, yeah, you know, oh, that this world holds something for you. So save us, 'cause you know, I need you.
I believed that if I tried, I could succeed. That's on my mind. I had a dream when I was 5. I lived a life without no crime. I had no worries about no job. In real life, I keep an eye and gotta fight to get what's mine. They say keep quiet, no, I cannot. Hearing voices in my mind, they tell me shoot before you fire. Say I'm ruthless, but I stupid, cause too much proof up in my rhymes. Remember fighting with my moms, but she made sure I ain't end up fighting for no time. Bring my life, they say it's fire. You won't be free until you die. Gotta read between their lies. Can't be woke and stay quiet. Can't hope and not try. I was blinded by their fears till I opened my eyes. Don't be feeling like you Jesus, cause you died for these guys. I was focused on the money, now I'm trying to stay alive. Only give you bro roses when you see your homie die. Spread love and say they hate you, feel the pain in every line. Better watch how you live, cause how you live is how you die.
Save us, 'cause you know, yeah, you know, oh, that this world holds something for you. So save us, 'cause you know, I need you. Save us, 'cause you know, yeah, you know, oh, that this world holds something for you. So save us, 'cause you know, I need you. Don't think you're lost, you're where you need to be. Keep your head held high, be all that you can see. When you look around, you'll question what you see. You'll question what you believe. Tell yourself, I am me. Behold who you are, who you really are. Behold what you can be, who you are to me. They'll tell you who you are, then they'll tell you how far you can go, but you can go, but the cheeks on that baby, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but the cheeks on that baby, I just wanna. Okay, great. I got a true love for the kids. I got true love for the kids. And no, I don't want to pinch her cheeks. I don't want to pinch. I just want to tweak a little pretty, like, okay, great. Beautiful, beautiful song. Benny with OG Jimmy. And I already said how much I love that song, so I'm gonna say it again. I love that song. Heavy rotation, because it's such a beautiful reminder of us, the strength and the power of us. Yet another reason to be thankful. That beautiful butterfly at the end, it does something from the soul, y'all. I have butterflies on everything, as you see the background. My thumbnail. So serious about them butterflies. And even the title of the show, SXP Metamorphosis 365, which is also in part the title of my small group coaching. So I'm about that butterfly, and I'm about that growth and maturing, and reaching those things that we desired that may have felt lofty. You know what I mean? Like the things that we really wanted. And some of us folded ourselves away and decided we couldn't have. We can have it. We can have it. Okay, so we're gonna hop back into this. There's a couple of things other that you need to know. On February 8th, 2025, we're having a day of healing, Love Fest 2025. Again, it's a day of healing, Love Fest 2025. And that's going to be 24 hours. 24 hours event. Yes, it is virtually 24 hours on the Clubhouse app. If you don't have the app, you got this many days to go get it. So again, with no excuses, I'm about that participation and community life. Go on, get the app and meet me there February 8th, 2025. I have a group of beautiful people who are also meeting us there. Every 2 hours, the moderators change. The topics change. We've got keynotes. I've got one DJ that's already on deck. I want the second one. I'm still working on that one. And then all these beautiful folks who are going to shift every 2 hours. Every 2 hours. Our fun, and mischief starts at about 6 p.m. So I kick off from 12 to 2 a.m. Woo, team up all night, because that's going to kick off right after the poetry space. I co-founded a virtual poetry space with Scott Harrell, and we have held it down. We're in our 4th year of holding it down for that particular community. So I'll be in there from 8 p.m. I like 8 p.m., right? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through midnight, and then I'll switch over into Sanctuary XP, the Master Key Mindset space, and we'll host 24 beautiful hours of love, of gratitude, of incredible stories and heart, of ways to grow stronger. And then there's going to be poetry, music, DJ. Like, I want the bodies moving. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to dance together, and just do the things that we do. We're going to do our Saturday together and love. So Love Fest 2025 is February 8th, 2025. Get ready to come play and have some fun. Another reason to be grateful, right? I didn't mention to you guys that every October we hold the fundraiser for the DV and for the domestic partner abuse as well. To me, it kind of crosses the same lines, the same thing, a little bit of it can all be called abuse. I'll say it that way. But we have distinctions, and amen for distinction. So this October, I didn't have the time and strength to press it for all 31 days. So I've extended it, and I will show you that. You are welcome to get in touch with me to make a donation of $25, and I will send you the What the Duck book that was created as a thank you, and a conversation starter if you have someone in your life that needs to have this conversation. Hey, are you okay? I've noticed that your behaviors are changing. Maybe you're alienating from the family. Are you safe? Or you don't want to ask all them questions, because some people don't like questions. You can simply say, you know what? I supported a domestic violence fundraiser, and I got sent this awesome book. I think it's freaking hilarious. So I'm going to share it with you, and they can read through that story themselves, and prayerfully be brave enough to open up and say, hey, I need help. All right. So again, one more time. There we are. What the Duck. And those are just some of the pages from the graphic. It's so simple. It's so simple. Like most things are, but we complicate it, right? We're not going to complicate gratitude. We're not going to do that. Right? We're going to keep it super simple. So those were the other two things I want to share with you. And here's the last thing I want to share with you on this note. Then we're going to return to our gratitude conversation. I'd like for you to understand the services that I offer. I'm giving you the heads up because I'm going to put up this screen. And when I do, if you are on your phone, prepare a screenshot so that you have it. You'll have a peek at my services and what I offer and how to connect with me directly. And let's get this work. Like 2025 could be amazing. Your 2025 could be the best year you have ever breathed through. It could be the most fulfilled, the most accomplished. You could be having conversations like the folks in my mastermind who are doing incredible things, who are out in the world. Some were hiding, ain't hiding no more. They're being sought after. Some were on the floor, broken down to bottom row, and they're climbing, right? I wasn't kidding. I love people back to life. And I don't have to do it alone because I have beautiful communities that I build that are sacred, and we love and help build one another. Yes, I teach, I guide, and I coach. At the same time, it's like the water. Love is the water. Come get this love. Okay, if you're on the computer, grab your phone, study ready, and take a pic. Here we go. All right, and this is my services. You see the pricing package. You see my number up in the corner. And I will shoot it just 2 times if I need to. Well, I think this is kind of long enough. You have time. Screenshot real quick. Take a picture real quick. Oh, you know what? I'm giggling. And if you have this price package, you just saved a lot of money. So reach out to me because the prices were updated. But I'm going to honor what you have. And I'm going to update for next week. But that's okay. I don't mind. If you're rocking with me and you're consuming this content consistently, it tells me you want to grow. I've got clients outside of the country. I've got clients inside the country. And I love more. I have space. I've got some room to love on some more people. All right. Let's see who we'll talk about that at the end. I want to get back to this context. I want to make sure you have these keys. All right. Ready, set, back to it we go. All right. Gratitude fuel. I believe in fuel. Fuel. We need fuel like our cars do. We just need it. Gratitude is a fuel. And how being thankful anchors you to the now. What I find is, and then the pictures be flashing in my head and I have to take a second to undo the pictures to get the words, y'all, and thank God for notes. Okay. So you want to undo these anchors that we have created, all right? What do the anchors look like? Big freaking metal fish hooks that make no sense. They are super large and enormous, and they hook you into the past. They hook into the fabric of you and do their best to yank you back into the past. They hook into the fabric of you and do their best to drag you off into the future. Don't want you in the present moment, like struggle. No, and no. Gratitude helps put you in the moment. Get this, like watch this part. I can sit and think about a beautiful thing from something that occurred, and I can sit in this moment and be grateful for it, right? As opposed to complaining, what we talked about earlier, what cousin, auntie, sister did, uncle, brother, dad did, and being in the past, locked into that moment, locked into those emotions. Where does business begin? Business begins in the body for my business people. And all of the business begins in the body for people, period. Okay. There's so much. Okay, great. Go stalk them other episodes. So some of this is in there. All right. So you can either get lost in your past, anchored into it. And this is how you know if you got stuck along the way. You don't have no joy. You don't have no happy. You ain't got no forgiveness. You mad all the time. You're anchored. Okay. And I say that in a sing-songy way, just being silly to lighten the mood just a little bit, but I want you to take it sober. You know what I mean? Be sober about it because it's the truth. If you are anchored into your past, you're probably having some chronic health issues. You're probably tired all the freaking time. Your energy is on stank or absent. You know what I mean? These are things that happen when you're so anchored into the past and you can't get into your present joy, your present happy, your present emotion, the present energy, the things that God gave you for today. You can't get into your today position because you're too busy stuck over there on yesterday, mentally, emotionally, and then health-wise, physically, stuck on yesterday. Sound familiar? You know what I mean? At all? Because if it does, you need to be reaching out to me so we can really get this straight up. Okay, let's get it cleaned up because 2025 could be the best year. I kid you not. Okay, great. And then on the other end of it, the hope end of it, the future end of it, you're stuck in that, right? Pulled over to the future. Well, when this happens, I can breathe when this happens. I can move forward when this happens. I can love again when this happens. I could be when this happens. No, that ain't how it works, boo. That ain't how it works, darling butterfly. It doesn't work that way, caterpillar. Okay. So it does work when you're able to be in this moment, this moment, this moment. And it truly is about the habits. Like taught a course on building habits. And it can be done. There's some rewriting of systems. There's some hand holding and some prayers and some tears and some forgiving, right? And work forward. Folks don't even make the correlation. In order to build a habit that is positive and holding you in your present, that really is keeping you company on your today, and every day forward is today, clue. Some folks don't understand that correlation. And it behooves us to understand it. Like, I get passionate about this stuff. I do my best to share the keys and the tools and the tips in a non-offensive way, because I want you to get the material. And at the same time, I know some of what I say is offensive because some people don't want to hear it. Some folks want to continue on stuck in the past or stuck in the future. Okay. Same thing I tell my women when we're at the 3-day events, or my guys in the virtual events. I ain't fighting you for your mess. I'm gonna fight you for your way. We're doing that. We grown. Have your way, baby. Call it whatever restaurant that offers you that option. Okay. Cool. But for those who really want to grow, for those who do see, that sounded altogether too familiar. I felt something vibrate in my body when that was said. Something might just be off. I might need a little calibration. Some folks can be real close. Real close. I just need a little help. There's nothing wrong with getting that little help. Okay. Mindfulness. And that literally is being in the present moment. Mindful. I'm being mindful of my now. What is it that I will be doing today? Who is it that I will be loving on today? What am I grateful for today? Every today, what am I grateful for? You have today. That's a great place to start. My granny used to say, I thank God for being woken up in my right mind with the use of my limbs. Like that always blew my mind. Like it's so simple. You know what I mean? But could you imagine not waking up? Step one. And then could you imagine waking up and no longer having the use of your limbs? And then some folks who don't already have the use of that, could you imagine waking up and not being able to have the use of the things that you do have use of? You know, thank you. Okay, I'm grateful. Some folks speak to the God in them. I as well do. I am grateful. I thank you. I speak to my body. I don't know about y'all. Like, we have cooperation conversations when something feels off or ain't right, or a doctor visit is needed or something like that. We have cooperation conversations. We love one another. We speak. I love my body. I'm grateful for everything that we do and all the amazing that we get to do. And I bless my body for being strong enough and allowing me to hop out of planes, and allowing me to kayak, and allowing me to walk miles, and allowing me to stretch and bend and safety if I need to. And for those who know what safety is, haha. So sure enough, get the point? Right. We want to be focused. We want to remain in gratitude. We want that gratitude to inspire and fuel our growth. Fuel our growth. I want you to hear that. I want you to apply it and let it expand. Fuel our growth. We need fuel. Okay. And y'all probably need my higher octane class. Come on, get it. We talk about the higher octane because that's a business. Okay. That's what's coming. That's for 2025 for folks who are literally walking the 1-year journey with me. The higher octane, baby, when I tell you. Ooh, ain't no games being played in 2025. Okay, great. Creativity. How is your creativity looking? You know, are you creating, or are you content to exist in the models of everyone else's creation? Okay. What does that mean, Malikia? Are you creating artistically? Are you expressing in that manner? Are you creating work-wise? Are you innovating? Are you creating what you desire if you don't see it? Okay, where's your creativity? Are you experiencing new ideas every day of 50, 111 ideas that I experience every day? Okay, it's amazing and I love it. All of those ideas don't always get my attention because I don't care to live in a distracted manner. But boy, oh boy, some of them do. I'm very happy about that. Okay, very happy about that. Got a new book coming too. As you all can tell, I live a very engaged life. I'm on the court, I'm on the field, I'm running for the ball, I'm running the ball, and I encourage you to do the same. And again, back to the point, gratitude fuels. Okay. Hope you caught that. All right. We are on the creativity and anything. It's inspiring. Gratitude inspires creativity. Okay. Be inspired. Be inspiring with your creativity. Come on now. There's so many beautiful and wonderful things that have yet to come into existence. And a lot of those things are waiting for us. Waiting for us. I had a beautiful idea for a book. I would like to see it as a book and a film. And my niece Pooh, she's like, I told her about my idea. She's like, I see it as a graphic novel. And I'm like, hey, I can write my second graphic novel. I'd like to see it spread out and all those. I would love to see it on Netflix as a series. See, the creating of it is absolute elation. It's fun, it's engaging, it stirs my passion, it stirs my love. And of course, it feeds my creativity. And as you guys have figured out by now, I don't keep all that stuff for myself when I create. I'm sure my book bundles are on sale right now. Not playing with this. And I share these things because I hope that you are being inspired. Be inspired to create. Let me push that inspiration in your direction. Be inspired to do and be great. There's an awesome book too. It's called Be Do Have. I think Martin is Dave Martin, I believe, is the author of that book. It's a really awesome book. And of course, it's based on prior works like Neville Goddard and Charles Haanel. If you guys know Charles Haanel, Haanel. He is the author of Master Key System. Think and Grow Rich is his name jumped out of my head. There's a whole lot of things, but you got those three names. Go ahead and write them down and hit onto YouTube and find out who they are. They're worth knowing. Also, Florence Scovel Shen, Game of Life, How to Play It. I read a lot. I don't know if you know that. In between everything that I'm doing, audiobooks are wonderful, and I do hard copy books. So, yeah. About 1,440 minutes a day. And these ways are how I am grateful to share my creativity. Yeah, I give a lot back. Okay, so let's do an exercise. What is one thing that you kind of smoothed over, like smooth past it over, one thing that you have yet to sit in gratitude with? Like sit down with and be like, man, that was pretty awesome. Like pretty awesome. I would like for you to think about that. Like, what is one thing that you could go back and really sit in and unfold and really enjoy and smell and breathe and chew on that food of gratitude? What is that thing? Write it down, speak it out. And I'm not sitting there with you, but you're welcome to do that. And you want someone to share it with me. I love feedback. Life is sanctuaryxp@gmail.com. Interact and engage. I'm here to love you. And the way love works is I can extend it, and it must be received, and joyfully, prayerfully, hopefully, it'll be returned, because I enjoy being loved. I really, really do. Okay, great. I'll tell you a story. Story time. Even the shirt that I have on. How about that? Let me see. Can you see that? Hold on. What about me? Let's make sure we can see it. Oh, we cannot. Let's see. I will read it. It is the Tampa Urban Music Fest 2024. There we go. Choo-choo. So, what had happened was I had gone to a park. It's one place over near the water. It's a really wonderful spot. I go over there to work sometimes too. And great food, great drinks over there, beautiful atmosphere. You're at the waterfront, yada, yada, yada. That was the plan, okay? Went over there to do that. I was on a virtual date, by the way. And y'all, I started hearing live music. When I say that live music is a favorite thing, it's a favorite thing. So I was like, I gotta go see what this is. So of course I went over there to see what it was. And man, we had a blast. I met some great people. Now, of course, like I said, I was alone. And I ended up meeting like wonderful person after wonderful person. I got a seat in the very front row. What is her name? Lene. Kalia Lene. If you guys know her, she was on The Voice season 6. And I didn't know that until that night. Absolutely amazing voice. And then also CeeLo Green. For those who are CeeLo fans, not only did I get to meet, to be ridiculous and sit in the front row once the nice people knocked over the stanchions, and I had to laugh about that, nothing to do with me. I walked right up to the front and vibed out with Tribe and jammed with CeeLo. It was a blast. Like I had a freaking blast, you understand? And it was impromptu. I didn't plan that. It was just wonderful, and that happened for me. And this is the T-shirt I got. So it was for it was fundraising for the survivors of the hurricanes, for Helene and Milton. That was his name. They came through here and just devastated. So it was a fundraiser for the humans. Yay! You know how beautiful to give back. How beautiful to give back. I'm at my 1 hour marker, so we're going to speed through these last couple. Let that gratitude inspire creativity in you. All right. Your spiritual alignment for my spiritual people. I can't tell you enough. When you are feeling like you're leaning to the left in your spirit, when you feel like you're leaning to the right, lower, and body, when you feel like your mind is divided and you're battling too many things, when you're feeling all these outside influences making their way in, and your thoughts, your voice, your being is being crushed to silence, guess what you need to do? Realign through gratitude. Okay. And then I would spend more time on that, but I'm not gonna. And then being a grateful human as opposed to a sourpuss, it should go without saying, but I'm saying anyway. It opens opportunities. So if you are a pleasant human, the friend, family, foe deal that we talked about, if you're being grateful, if that is your existence, you're not doing it for these people around you. You're doing it for you, making that state of being live and in action for you. Okay, you're doing it for you. But as you're doing it, you're inspiring the around you. And there's something wonderful about being in motion. Like for real. I heard someone say it this way. Miracles happen when you're in motion. If they didn't say it that way, it was something like that, okay? And that was how I processed it. So miracles happen when you're in motion. And I fully believe it because I see it. When you get your biscuits up, when you get active, and in most things you want to persist in, get active. Can't find that opportunity, not feeling aligned, not feeling creative, sourpuss in it. Get active in your gratitude. Get active in your gratitude. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm going to run back through these backwards. So again, the gratitude will open so many freaking opportunities. Just opportunity after opportunity. Be grateful when someone makes an opportunity happen for you. Go yourself back and say the words, thank you. Thank you. How can I help you? You know what I mean? Give. Your spiritual alignment. Let that gratitude fuel your spiritual alignment, your creativity. All right? Super. Let it cultivate mindfulness in you. Oh, I didn't even talk about this one, y'all, but this is a must. I'm so glad I went backwards since we had touched on this real quick. Conflict resolution. Thank you for being willing to talk to me. Thank you for listening. I know maybe we're not seeing eye to eye. I know maybe I hurt your feelings. Did I hurt your feelings? Oh, I did. I apologize. Them some powerful words. I apologize. Not if. I apologize if you feel. No. Put that away. Nobody wants to thank raggedy apology like that. I apologize that you were hurt by my actions or my words. It was not my intention, but I recognize what I did and I own it, right? If there's something I can do to make amends, if there's something I can do to just let you know or help you be reminded, of my love, let me know. Learn how to apologize and not apologize. Not apologizing to shut a person up, not apologizing to manipulate and not take accountability for your trash, but apologizing because you are a genuine spirit. You want to be authentic and you botched it up. All right. And you want to apologize for dyeing the puppy purple, green, and blue. Because you thought it was a great idea at the time. I apologize. A moment of fun, a moment of misunderstanding. All right. And that fosters gratitude too. That person will feel grateful that you took the time to fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. It's the holidays. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Okay. Generosity. We've talked about that in length. Let that gratitude spark and encourage that generosity for you. Community, community, community. Gratitude is like a magnet. It's going to pull some wonderful people into community. I stay in the spirit of gratitude. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. If I find myself leaning up, no. Wake up, get back and line it up. Let's go. I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. I got beautiful people around me. All right. Let's see. Deepen your connections. We talked about that. We did talk about the elation and the passions and the joys that gratitude stirs up in you. It can, if you let it. We spoke about the resilience that's built. You build strength with your gratitude, and you build fuel for your tank with your gratitude, and your physical health. Again, we talked about that, the strength, physical, and then also self. So we get back to that number one. I'm number one. We're number one. The whole fun of that stuff, sure. Why you first? Because you are the only person that you really have control over. You are the only person. People use the word change. You are the only person that you can change. I don't believe in change. I believe that you can create a new you, create a new way of behaving, a new way of being. I talked about that book. I read that book maybe like double-digit years ago, 14 or so years ago maybe. And no, I don't know, close to that pocket. Okay, I'll say 10. And the be-do have of it all. Now, mind you, I had heard of those things before, but I love the way he put it together. Okay, some folks just speak my English, right? And you are, and no, I didn't get this from that book, but it just all speaks to it if you want some reinforcements. That's the point. What I am sharing with you from me, directly from me, you can create your desire, right? You can build your desire into being. You just got to be willing enough and brave enough to possess it. And you possess it with your, there's creation, there's intention, there's emotion, and a strong corner of that, wedged like a wedgie, is gratitude. All right. You can become the master of you. Got a masterclass available right now. Speaks directly to the women about their worthy womanhood. My sisters, I feel for you. I see the climate. I am one of you. I have had these moments. I had a moment not even a couple of weeks ago with someone who lost their mind and walked up on me. Someone of a Caucasian persuasion, a man, aggressively. All right. I am in this climate with you. I am feeling what you are feeling, the disappointment, the invisibility, the betrayal, right? I had to deal with those emotions and align it in my mind. I had to straighten that thought out. And you know what? Gratitude. Gratitude helps. Gratitude helps. Because I remember maybe things didn't go the way I think it should, or maybe I feel some way, but I wrote a story about it in my head. I decided what it is, and I add a whole lot of layers. But once I start subtracting all of that conversation and languaging and distractions, then I can see it as it is, and I can pour in gratitude. I need fuel, right? You're losing your tank of gas. You're losing your tank of gas on life, being distracted. Don't fall for it, sis. Don't fall for it, bro. And my teens out there, my young adults, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Stay focused. Stay focused on your gratitude. Build beautiful habits. If you need help, please do reach out to me. I am available. I do have limited space when it comes to my yearly clients and my half-year clients. I keep those at a particular number to make sure that I am feeding my people. making sure that they eat well and that they're growing. Because I carry from caterpillar to butterfly. In order to do that, my time, my energy, my desire have to be on point. All right? So do not delay. If you feel that pull, you hear my voice and it's like, I need to work with her. Come on, have this conversation. You took the screenshot of my services. You're locked into the rates that are on that because I didn't update. So lucky you. Come get this work. Come get this loving, peaceful, passionate, rebuilding, healing, washing, aligning, cleaning, cleansing, releasing. Oh, peace. Ain't you tired? Same circle? Rut? Ain't you tired? Come on, do something better. All right? Let me love you back to life too. Like it, you'll love it. All right. So I think I've shared with you everything I need to. This is going to air tonight because I wanted to give you guys fresh content because it's important. And Thanksgiving is around the corner that particular day. But again, giving thanks every day. That's a daily thing that you can participate in. So why not? Why not focus on gratitude? Stop some of that scrolling. Focus on gratitude. Sit still. If it dings, ring, dings a ting, put it on. And focus on some gratitude. Meditate in gratefulness. You will find that your day will look remarkable. When you sit down at the end of your day and you recap on what occurred, oh, this moved way different. I'm way less stressed. I had so many opportunities. I sold this. I connected with that. Come on now. Think. Think. Okay, I think I made my point. I am Malika K. Courtney. Woo! This has been a wonderful time together. We talked about the mind-heart bridge of gratitude. Mind-heart bridge of gratitude. Okay, your mind and your heart, you got to get them on the same train, the same alignment, and you can do that through gratitude. Through gratitude, you can pull your heart and mind together, and peacefully at that. All right, make some peace inside of you and let it pour out. Stir up love inside of you and let it pour out. Stuff in the gratitude, like stuff in the gratitude and let it pour out. Remember, you eat that invertedly, okay? There's fun in that thought and there's way more to talk about, but for now, these are enough keys, okay? I'll see you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Malika K. Courtney, your founder of Sanctuary Experience. If you are going to participate in a day of healing, Love Fest 2025, please go to malikia.com. At the very top of that form, you're going to find something simple. I kept it super simple, right? You'll find a couple of questions and the opportunity to share your email with me so I can get you all the information. You can come participate as a guest. Or if you'd like to participate as a DJ, I still need one more. And come be a part of that Love Fest. Stir up some love in your life. February 8th, 2025. Coaching. If you're ready, text Coach Me, like one word, Coach Me, to 321-443-2495. Again, 321-443-2495. Do not delay. Now, because when my calendar is full, and I won't be able to take on any new clients until June for the half years, and then the next year for the year. And if you know you need that love, that intensive care, you know what I mean? That intensive care, someone to journey on this leg of life with you and help you accomplish specific things. Come on, baby, come on. Let's get to work. All right. That be that. I'm going to get ready to push this magic button. I get to push all the buttons, y'all. I miss Troy, though. I miss you, Troy. Okay. Much love to you. Happy Giving Thanks Day. And that's every day for the rest of your life. Please join me in that. Join me in that. Let's have some unity there. And then I'll see you for all the other mystical, magical, amazing things. Oh, if you want to donate to the DV fundraiser, you can do it simple. My Cash App is Malikia C. Period. MELIKIAC. It's got the hashtag thing in front of it. So the $, MELIKIAC. If you like another option to donate, a Zelle or PayPal, Venmo, any of those other options, email me. lifeissanctuaryxp@gmail.com. Love you. Bye.